This sheet metal part is from a computer video card. Parts like this with planar faces and straight bends are conveniently modeled using the NX sheet metal application. The typical workflow is to add bends and flanges to a base feature. Corners are then rounded, and cutouts and formed features are added. Let's look at the workflow of creating this sheet metal part in more detail. Before creating a sheet metal part, use the NX sheet metal preferences to define the default parameters such as material thickness and bend radius. Start with a sketch to define the base feature. Use the tab command in the basic group to create a flat panel as the base feature of the sheet metal part. You are now ready to add the bends and the flanges. Use the bend command in the bend group to bend the part along a sketch line. Use the flange command in the bend group to add a stiffening flange with a rounded relief on one end. Add the mounting flange at the other end of the part with the flange command. The next step is to round the corners. Use the break corner command in the corner group to round the external corners of the flanges. Now, use sketches to define the cutouts. Use the extrude command in the feature group or other sheet metal specific options to add cutouts and formed features such as gussets and drawn cutouts. The last step is to flatten the model. Flatten the part using the flat solid command. This is used to create the manufacturing and planning information. An alternate workflow is to start with a solid body model of a sheet metal part. Use the convert to sheet metal command in the basic group to create the sheet metal flanges. Use the aerospace sheet metal application to access other featured types used in the aerospace industry. The part shown demonstrates a typical workflow for creating sheet metal parts which are formed primarily by straight bends and flat faces. To summarize, when designing sheet metal parts, begin by defining your sheet metal preferences such as your material thickness and the bend radius. Start with a sketch to define the base feature. Use sheet metal commands to create a flat panel to serve as the base feature of your sheet metal part. Add bends and flanges. Sketches can be used to define bend lines. The break corner command is used to round the external corners of the flanges. Add the cutouts and formed features. The cutouts can be defined using sketches and other sheet metal specific options. The final step is to flatten the model. This is used for manufacturing and planning information.